There's no words. No, there's no words.
Vinny is a man, always doing what he can't grow.
Of course, fly out. This is unbelievable. What have they had? 2 4-run leads? You can't make it up. After a while, you can't make it up. All you could do is smile and say, well, deja vu all over again, as Yogi would say. My feet are swelling. I'm so upset. I'm taking my sneakers off because my feet are swelling. It's like I must be in the middle of heart failure from all this shit. Rookies tie the game against you. Our rookies single up the middle. I don't know. Hey, Brooklyn. I wish I had your job. Thank you, Brooklyn. I really appreciate it. This is unbelievable. Semien. When's the last time he had a big hit? In the World Series 4 years ago? I don't know what you can say anymore. Really, what can you say? Are you really? I don't know if I believe that, but if you are, concentrate. And good for you. That's quite a responsible job. Well, my respect. I heard that is very, very stressful. I had a friend, Al Z, who was at Kennedy, and he had a nervous breakdown from it. I don't know if that's true, if you ever heard anything like that, but if you really are, Godspeed. Hey, Joe. Anthony Bender's good against the Mets. I have to finish the statement. Look, I'm sick of screaming. What am I going to blow a vocal cord? I have a blown vocal cord already. What are you looking at? What do you think he's going to come in with? Please, will you sit Semien already? Semien. Oh, okay, bro. Semien's done. He's done. How much do you have to see? He's sitting about 203. 54 games in. 55. What do you have to see? He's done. Put Ewing at second and put Morabito in center. And play him once or twice a week. And can you imagine Stearns came out and said, when they asked him about possibly being sellers, we're not there yet. When are you going to be there? September 1st, Labor Day weekend? When are you going to be there? If this doesn't show you your sellers, I don't know what does. And I told you, and I took some heat, not as much now. Freddie Peralta is not an ace, people. Freddie Peralta, look, he's a good 5-inning pitcher. That's what he is. That's what he is. 2 4-run leads against I'm getting sick of Miami already. Like, now I'm getting sick of them. Like, after a while, it's like, good for you. You play hard against the Mets. Now, just, you know what? Drill somebody in the head because it's too much now. How are you, Mary? This is just Fu. How are you? Yeah, Tobias has been terrible. Tobias was great the first 10 days of the season. Tobias hasn't been good. Joe, I hope so. I certainly hope so. But I will tell you, it's going to be a rough one here, especially when you keep on blowing leads. And Stearns, they're amongst the worst teams. Hey, John. And he said that he believes the club's current deficit won't speed up the decision on whether there'll be deadline buyers or sellers. I'm getting the feeling there won't be buyers. At some point, you get close enough to the deadline where you have to make a decision. I think you should make the decision now. If you brought up the kids, obviously things weren't going great. This is terrible. Now, they're missing 6 everyday players. And do you want to know something? I think the Mets are 2 games over with Soto in the lineup. I think they may be, I forget what it was, 16 and 14 or something. Good evening, John. Thanks for coming in and talking me off a ledge. Don't ever say that I'm not loyal to the end. My noose is Met Orange. I'm supposed to be, I had kind of like a reconstructive surgery. It'll be 5 months Monday. And they're using it for something else. That didn't come out right. No wisecracks. 4 weeks ago, what, Joe? But this is Weaver's been good. Weaver's got a lot of David Conan, badass. There's another one that looks like he's 15. And there's a hit to lead off the inning. He's stealing second. Edwards. Edwards is on every time he's up. Hey, William. I have to tell you something. This will be a brutal loss. I know every day I have to say it because every day they lose pretty much. But this would be a really bad loss. This is the kind of loss that, you got a 4-run lead. You're 4-0 in the first inning. How much of a lead do you need? And you have your ace on the mound. That's why I don't consider Freddie Peralta an ace. 20 and 19, thanks, Joe. I knew they were over 500. Freddie Peralta's on the mound. He's your ace. It's ridiculous. Freddie Peralta has had the last 3 opportunities to really be an ace, and he hasn't been. And that's what they brought him in here for. Well, McClain hasn't been great either. But you look at the underlying numbers, and Freddie Peralta has like a 3.68 ERA. He's about where he should be. He's giving you what he should. When I saw there was an error that one of the runs were unearned. Fly ball to the left. Soto's hopping around like someone just lit a firecracker under his ass. Oh, William, I will tell you, Freddie, you know what? Freddie's not costing himself a dime. Because you know what people are going to say? People are going to say Freddie Peralta was on a terrible Met team. The clubhouse was terrible. He still had a 3.68 ERA, and like 7 out of 9 starts, he gave up 2 runs in 5 innings. They're going to attribute it to the Mets being terrible. And they're going to say Peralta would be perfect for San Diego because they have the best bullpen in baseball. Peralta can go there, give up 2 runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. The problem with Peralta, his control has been off. He hasn't had good control of late. He's going. Edwards. Surprised he didn't go. It looked like he was going. Peralta's control has been a concern and a concern. Vientos, yeah, of course. I don't know why Vientos is playing. It won't be long before Clifford's up. That's a good pitch. Look, no respect. The Miami guy's knocking it. He's like knocking into him like you're 17 in an elevator in high school, knocking into him so he'll drop the ball. Oh, really, Will? Look, Peralta's underlying numbers are not an ace. Peralta, on any other team, if you were giving me the stats, I'd say, oh, what's he, a 3 or a decent 2? Peralta's not an ace. Look at this idiot. He might have been called out, Edwards, if he dropped that. Well, if he dropped it, he would have gone to second for the force. No, he probably would have threw the ball away. I have to tell you something, and I truly mean this. Now, you know when I say things, I embellish and joke around. Vientos is one of the worst athletes I've seen. Alonso's a better athlete than Vientos. Vientos is a terrible athlete. His hands are terrible. Unbelievable. First and second. All they do is this against the Mets. You would swear you're at the fucking chorus line Broadway show for like 90 days. That's all they do. No, they probably called the infield fly rule. You know, you would think that, oh, Mary, that's okay. You're not on the Met roster. Fu, true. But you know what? He doesn't hit enough for me to worry about it. Alonso had almost 40 homers and 130 RBIs and had a WAR of not even 3 because his defense is terrible. You have got Beatty had a 2.5 WAR last year. Vientos hurt. He doesn't hit enough. Vientos would have to hit me 280 for not 230, and I'd agree with you. He doesn't hit enough, but he strikes out, 170 times a year, and he doesn't give you a competitive at bat when you need it. Yeah, Alonso's not a terrible athlete. He's just a big guy. And Alonso and Vientos is going to get worse. Look at this disaster. Come on. Catch the ball. And you have to think, too, when you're a rookie, when that ball's hit, you have to be, like, nervous as hell. Even though it's a pop that you've caught a million times, Brooklyn, I would love it. I would do a happy dance. And I have the song picked out for the dance tonight. Now, between all of you, you have to send me $1.50 because I keep on losing my advertising money when I do the happy dance. You probably don't have to worry about it because the Mets don't win enough where you'd have to worry about it. You could go into your couch and see if you got like 11 cents. That's enough. Even these commercials are ridiculous. Yeah, I want to walk off here in the worst way. And the walk-off's the new thing. It used to be game-winning. Right now it's a walk-off. Who started that shit? Walk-off. Walk-off home run. It used to be game-winning home run. Now it's a presser. Now he posts. That means he shows up every day and plays every day. He posts every day. Who just decided to change the English language while I was sleeping? Like, everything's different. Yeah, Brooklyn. So this is Chris. That's a great song. I do have a surprise for you. I was at a party and I sang tonight. and I am going to let you hear it. In fact, I'm going to let you hear it now to bring us luck. How's that? This was me about 2 hours ago. And you know it's me because they announced me.
I think he's leaving in my mailbox. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Jay.
Okay, listen to me.
Happy birthday. 360. Did I say I was waiting for romance? Did you because we would only be friends? And so we danced, though it was only a slow dance. I started breaking our promises right there and then. Didn't I swear I would be good on vacation?
Oh, really, William?
Someone to see all people. How treated is not the same situation.
Bayonet. My band opened up for Foghat, Southside Johnny. Come on, this is the rally song. Let's go.
Did I say I didn't time to forget? Now that you running from songs I know you. I told myself how much you really wanted. How many times have I been thinking about you? Wanting to hold it with you and you would not be there. This time, it's only you and I. I'll tell you.
Let's go for Shaq. Walk off piece. Thank you, William. Wesley, that's okay. Last forever. You couldn't hear it really there. I actually am pretty good. Send it to my cash app. So this is ridiculous. And the ghost, as Archie would say, MSC Cruise Lines. I'd like to fucking jump off it. Drew Barrymore's still hot. Brooklyn, I know. You're right. You're right. You're right. You have to be. I'm not even going to say it. You know what I mean. You know me, Brooklyn, what I'm going to say. You are not a friend. Oh, my God. Wesley, I thought you were kidding. Thank you so much. Oh, Wesley, thank you. That was very nice of you. My God, thanks. I don't even know how to do it. I'm not used to getting anything. Thank you, Wesley. That's very nice of you. I really don't know how to do it. Do I do it? Let me do this. Oh, hold on. Thank you very much, my friend. Austin Warren. Oh, he's our Mariano Rivera. What are you kidding me? You're gonna hear he struggle up. You know, if Bob Murphy comes out of the grave, you'll hear that. Jacob Marcy. They'll shove it right up our behinds. I forget who he was with, Marcy. Dodges somebody. Yeah, Mary. It's Austin Warren. Like, where have they been hiding him? It's, you see, I guess it's easy for him to play on a shit team because he thinks he's playing in Little League, probably. It's bringing him back. He was probably good when he was 13. My team is better than this. You know, you see the difference with Austin Warren? Dementia Joe, yes. He throws strikes and he's wild in the strike zone. He is never behind 3-1. Now watch him walk 9 guys. He's never behind. He's always pitching from ahead. Oh, was it? There should be the outside changeup. There it is. Good pitch. Do you know who Washington got for Soto? The little string bean that kills the Mets, Abrams, and Wood, the guy who hits 900-foot home runs and saves home runs. Those 2 guys, among others, that they got for Soto. I'd trade Soto back to them for them. Got him! You know, the hitter is looking back saying, you fucking suck. You just got to the major leagues. You're like 35 years old. How did I not get a hit on you? It's like almost embarrassing when you walk back. What does he have? I don't know, AAA bus pass. He's what you call sneaky fast. I just sounded like Bob Murphy and Jackie Gleason all in one. Nice play. Simeon, it almost took his right nut off, but I don't care at this point. And that's good base running. That's a very good play. Minaya is going to get a start. Watch Minaya be comeback player of the year. See, I could see Minaya for the next 3 or 4 games pitching pretty good. Pretty good, I mean, like 5 runs in 4 innings. No, I could see Minaya will give you 6 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Brooklyn, here's the pitch. And a fly ball. Strike. You know what? Every time he's under it, it's scary for some. Maybe because he looks like he's 5'5" and 9 years old. All right. I spoiled you already with my dance, but I'll do another one. Wesley was so nice to me that I could get screwed over the whole week and still have money. So, yeah, that's a great job, William. I'm not going to give you guys homework because I just don't do that, but I'm going to ask you a question. I really do appreciate that, Wesley. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Take a guess. Well, they didn't answer me. I wonder what is the Hey Siri or ChatGPT or whoever's listening in this goddamn phone. That's a ripoff, by the way. What percentage of ghost runners score in the major leagues?
In Major League Baseball, the ghost runner rule places a runner on second base at the start of each extra inning.
Take a guess without cheating. How many times the ghost runner scores in Major League Baseball? Oh, Pete Fairbanks. You have a better chance of me sticking my finger up my ass singing Lady of Spain than him getting hit against them. Fairbanks is unbelievable. The Mets wanted him. 58%. Vidal Brujan. $370 million. I can't even spell his. I can't even say his name, but I can't even spell it. Who's up now? Oh, Soda. My man. And he pops out. You got to be kidding me. This is disgusting. Sick of Fairbanks too. Take him, his numb fingers, and let him get the fuck out of here. He hides the ball well. 58.1, I think, Joe. That was the whole. Well, he wouldn't have got a hit either, probably, Melendez. That's all you throw. You throw the ball out of the strike zone. Melendez, high fastball. He can't catch up with it. I've been watching this fucking shit for 2 months with Melendez. He can't catch up to a high fastball. Get him out of there. Jesus Christ. I'd never throw him a strike. I'd throw one down for the Toyota sign. And I just said that. He just said a fucking 9 million foot home run. Don't listen to me. I couldn't be a manager. What a shot. No, Fu, my comments never age well. My comments don't. They really don't. And I don't do it on purpose like reverse psychology. I'm just a fucking idiot. I still don't want him. You know what? You can have this win. I'll bring up Clifford and give. I still don't want him. I still don't want him. I thought that was going over the roof. Okay. win. What a win. Melendez, another comment. I said that right before who hit the home run that went about 9,000 feet? Taylor. As soon as I said that about Taylor, home run. It sounded like that. So it's just, yeah. So, okay, so thank goodness I know nothing. But I really don't want to see him on this team anymore. There's no reason for Melendez to be on this team anymore. There really isn't. Clifford's a lefty bat, right? What do you need him for? Look, I want to hear this English. This should be funny. I read B.
Just trying to find a way to get the job done. Just trying to be short to the mix more. And first and foremost,
like his hair.
I came in today.
I wish I had that fucking hair. I tell you. It would be funny if the pitcher threw it out Gatorade on him and tore his rotator cuff. Right? Peralta out for the year. How did he tear it? I don't know. A Gatorade celebration. All right. So we win. Great start to the weekend. We actually, Mayor Pete, Vinny's favorite guy. No, not really. We have a shot to actually win a series. And we always win. We always lose these games. We never win these games. These games, you always see Keith going, well, Ronnie Darling saying, well, it's a bad loss. That's what you hear. I don't even want to hear Mendy. I'll put it on, but I don't want to hear him anymore because he says the same thing. Well, we come to the park. We know what we have to do. Get by. You know what you got to do. You got to win. What are you going to do? Wild card, baby. Thank you, Wesley. I just think if the Marlins played the Mets I mean this now, they'd win 95 games for the year. Freddie Peralta, 2 earned runs. Oh, I thought he gave up 3 earned runs. It was 2 earned runs. All right, I feel a little better about things. He's still not an ace. With the happy recap, Ralph Garno. Thank you very much, Bob Murphy. That's big for us. It really is.
Marty Brenneman, the Hall of Fame voice of the Cincinnati Reds for many, many years, who would punctuate a Reds win by saying upon the last out of the game-winning hit, and this one belongs to the Cincinnati Reds. And I thought that was so perfect. I decided that I wanted to try to find something like that, and eventually I kind of came up with put it in the books, but I didn't like the inflection that I used early on. It wasn't working for me. It was very sing-songish until a game ended on kind of a bang-bang play. I don't think it was a game-winning hit by a Met. I think it was a close play at first base, and the call was out, and I just, punched it up the way I do now. Put it in the books like that.
Put it in the books. Now, just because I know you care, I just wanted to tell you that all of a sudden Pete Alonso is Pete Alonso again. Pete Alonso, you think we could use him now? Again, was I really upset when he was replaced? A little. I didn't go as crazy as some people. Like, oh, Pete's gone. But I will tell you, Alonso now, very quietly, he's on pace for about 35 homers and 95 RBIs. Freddie Peralta, what's scaring me about Peralta, he's giving up a lot of hits. Peralta's usually a guy that gives up like 6 hits per 9 innings. He's been giving up a lot of hits of late. That scares me with Peralta. That tells me that Peralta's control isn't any good. that he has to put the ball over the plate more because he's always behind in the count. That's what that tells you. Because when Freddie's ahead of the account, his stuff is that good. But his walk strikeout ratio this year is the worst that it's been in quite a while. And that's been a problem for him. Now, will he straighten that out? I would think so. He's been around long enough. And even at that, he still has about a 3.65 or something ERA. He's not getting destroyed. Conversely, I think McLean's 4.5. So, Peralta does just enough to lose most nights. Think about it. Gives up that one run you really can't give up. There were 2 outs, and you were 1-2 on the guy, went to 3-2, and you had to give him a cookie, and he lined a double. That's what Peralta's problem is. All year, that's been his problem. McLean, I could diagnose McLean in a second. They don't swing that curveball anymore. The curveball ends up a foot out of the strike zone. It's never in the strike zone. That sweeper, whatever he calls it. So they don't. So now he has 2 pitches to get you out on. He has a curveball and a fastball. He used to have that pitch. They don't swing it anymore. Their game plan is just don't swing it. Don't swing it. He doesn't throw 99. He throws 95, 96. So you can catch up to his fastball, look for the curve. That's what they're doing. He's going to have to start getting that sweeper over the plate. We're 10 games under, huh? Mazel tov. For my Jewish friends out there. For my friend, I have a Jewish friend. He owns a 7-Eleven. It's open 24/6. So we can win this series. We can. But this was the key game. Well, first of all, every single game is a key game. My friend just told me Israel Parade. Who's pitching tomorrow? That was a big win for the Mets. Tyler Phillips against Christian Scott. Everybody we go against. How is it possible that every team that we play that's worse than us, they have pitchers that have like 1.67 ERAs against us? Where did they get this guy from? Tyler Phillips, he's thrown 33 innings. He's got a 1.25 whip, so he put some runners on. 18 walks, 31 strikeouts in 33 innings. Okay, so, he's a 4.5 walk per 9 inning. A little more than that, actually. And a strikeout an inning. So they can get the Tyler Phillips. Kristen Scott's been good for 5. Yeah, Myers Myers has a straight fastball, William. Look, if Myers was so good, you think Milwaukee would have given him up with Peralta? The Mets wanted McGill. They didn't want Myers. But it had to be Tom for McGill. And the Mets refused it. Now, Tom's another guy, a 2-pitch pitcher, probably much better suited for the bullpen. He actually has a changeup like Devin Williams. And he throws harder than Devin Williams. In fact, if he didn't look Chinese, he could be Devin Williams. But you know what? I think we have a shot. And then Sunday, Jansen Junk, who is the best pitcher with a 4.80 ERA that I've ever seen. He has great stuff. He truly does. And he doesn't walk anybody. Against Nolan McLean and his 4.40 ERA. Oh, really? So I got to, oh my God, Saturday afternoon I got to be here, huh? Well, I'll be here for you. You know I always am. But look. Oh, we have to go to, they scared me out. I have to go to the
MJ today.
What? I know him in America, but
the Marlins not.
It's like the poltergeist in my friggin' TV.
Stick to what makes him who he is. Not afraid to spin the baseball and then use the fastball effectively when he needs to. And he got huge 3 outs for us.
Anthony,
He did pitch
a lot
well.
of your wins this year have been, somewhat similar to this, like using a lot of pitchers, needing a late hit, that sort of thing. How sustainable is that? And
Mets score 9 runs with their ace.
But right now,
Hey, Ray.
you take the wins higher.
Melendez, that didn't age well either. I said, he's terrible. 9,000 fucking feet.
On a night like tonight,
It hit the moon and bounced off my fucking roof and ended up at Yankee Stadium, that ball.
and is that sustainable? Of course not. But at this level, man, whatever it takes day in and day out. Like we worry about tomorrow, and I'm glad that the boys
He reminds me of my mechanic. Hey, Alvin, my mechanic is like Mendy. Well, it's the tire, the bubble, the tire, the bend, the puddle.
Especially with IS.
What?
Williams was unavailable.
You're asking me for 400. That's what you're asking. He says 4 words and I'm cursing for an hour.
After him throwing the last game 1+ 24 pitches today, it was a day where like if he was in the game, he was going to be for a batter or 2. I was trying to avoid that situation, but the
I'm
game
glad he
called
was trying to
for,
avoid it.
with 2 outs, tying on at second base, there was a lefty coming up, and that was it right there. We weren't going to send him back out because of the usage, especially his last outing.
Because of the usage. 4 guys have Tommy John surgery that are younger than my fucking son. He's worried about usage. He should have worried about that the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think the guys put together some really good at-bats against a really good.
Now he's worried about usage.
Over the weekend, and he was pretty nasty. We didn't do much of him.
Dendel Nunez, or whatever his name is, his elbow almost fell off, walking off the mound. He's screwed up.
AJ coming through with the bases loaded. Bailey.
Tommy's great in math, probably, Brooklyn.
Really good at bat in that first inning.
Steven,
Carlos, when Freddie struggles to put batters away like he did tonight, what is the difference?
Control.
Times where he finds a way to be pitch efficient and get through.
He's
I think
good.
you gotta give those guys credit. That's not a bat, and like this is a guy.
Stop giving everybody credit. How about you say you guys don't do the job?
And a lot of those guys kind of made him work.
Christ, give them credit.
Make a couple of plays there.
Fucking teams lost 900 games in 8 years.
But I think every situation is different. We've seen where Freddie gets swing and misses and he's able to put hitters away. But today it was one of those nights where they made it work. And
He hasn't been getting swing and misses, nor has McLean.
Huge. Especially when you're facing a lineup like the Marlins, where there's a lot of
Lineup like the Marlins. The Marlins have like next to you the worst lineup.
For me to be able to continue to play the matchups in those middle innings without having to worry about what's going to happen when that
Shoveling fucking horse shit all over the fucking stage.
Those guys, they're in a good place, and for us to have those guys every time they're available, every night, we're going to be pretty good out there.
Anthony,
Was there anything to Williams being unavailable besides just his pitch count?
Yeah, they just 34 pitches. We're coming off an off day, but he was down today. Going
back to Freddie, that 3rd inning, his pitch count's getting up. I think you had some of them warming at that point. How big was it just for him to gut through that inning there to make sure you didn't have to exhaust?
He should just say, that's a question. That sucked. I was hoping he gave up a grand slam. Like, how big do you think it is?
You kind of start getting in a dangerous situation.
I can't listen anymore. Just can't listen. Hey, Seth. It's just, I hate to complain after a win because I don't know when I'll get another one. Isn't that scary? $370 million payroll. I could be sitting here in 10 fucking days saying, you think they'll win today? Fucking grow a beard like John Lennon in Abbey Road by the time they win a 5-game winning streak. But you know something? And Lennon's dead. But I just think, by the way, yeah, you're right. They are, Gio. Absolutely. They're afraid they'll get kicked out of the fucking locker room. Paul McCartney's new album came out. Now, those of you probably are too young to know who Paul McCartney is. Joking. Actually, pretty good when you're 83. And no, not at all, Seth. Of course not. They get sick of hearing me. They're begging. They want your phone number so they can call you. Seth, please get the fuck on. I can't take this guy anymore. There you go, my friend. Why? To keep out the mice. George Harrison is very underrated. His best song was Beware of Darkness. Great song. Watch out now. Take care, beware. I'll do a George Harrison tonight. My shorts, Brooklyn. For you tonight. George Harrison will be one of the songs that I put on. Let me write it down. I'm getting old here. There he is. He's. How are you?
I'm fine, Vinny. I mean,
good.
It just frustrates me that this team almost gives up. What was it? 2 or 3 4-run leads. Let's Miami.
2 4-run leads.
That was 3.
Was it 3? I know it was
4. 5-1, 6-2.
Was it 6-2?
Yeah, that's 3.
Okay.
3 4-run leads, and yet has to rely on one of their worst hitters to get the game-winning homer to hit off the foul pole in right field, because Mendoza cannot resist burning the bullpen candle again.
I know. I just.
How many times?
I don't want to see him anymore, Melendez. I know. Look, God bless him. He's a hero tonight. You know, good for him. But I've seen enough of him. I know what Melendez is.
I mean, with Mendoza, how many times do we have to hold him under a gun to tell him no going to the bullpen, no gambling with it,
well,
no excessive use, moderate that shit. That's the problem with this guy. He lacks moderation with this bullpen.
You would think, wouldn't you think that the pitching coach would he ask the pitching coach, like, who's available? What do you think? Because actually the pitching coach should know who's available, how many pitches they've thrown in the last 3 games, back-to-backs, not the manager. You would think the pitching coach should really be telling him, like, he's thrown 300 pitches the last 2 days. Someone else, Carlos. You know, they don't do that. Because I've seen teams with great usage where their guys all end up at 61 innings, 42. They're great. This guy, he has them warming up for 2 innings. They're throwing pitches in the bullpen.
I mean, you look at what Atlanta's doing right now. Their pitching core is great. You look at Los Angeles. Their pitching core has been great for the better part of the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You look at another team with a good pitching core outside of those 2.
What do you think is wrong with Freddie Peralta?
He's not good in a big market setting.
You think that's it?
Yeah, it's the bright lights in New York. I mean, in Milwaukee, he was a GOAT tier pitcher, but here he's been reduced to something mediocre because he can't handle being in
he still has a 3.6 ERA. He's still served. Like, if he was on Atlanta, he'd be 8-3.
Okay.
You know,
okay, a servable pitcher here.
Servable,
but it's the
yes.
bright lights of the Big Apple that
Right.
are getting to him.
What do you think's happened to McLean? Because McLean certainly is not the same pitcher. Do you think they're just laying off that sweeper?
I think hitters have been figuring him out.
They're laying off that sweeper. They're not hitting this. They're not going after that sweeper. He can't get it over. I agree with you. He has 2 pitches now: the curveball and the fastball. That sweeper's brilliant, but
the fact that no one's bothering to chase it because they know that's his bread and butter strikeout pitch.
Right. Do you know if he faced Vientos would probably strike out every single time he faced him?
More than likely.
He never hit that pitch. Seth got it. Yeah, banging that. I told Seth the other day, I love the haircut.
No, it's growing back. It grows
no,
back.
No, but it's a good haircut.
I'm just saying it grows back pretty quickly.
Like Chipper Jones here.
I do not look like that guy.
I'm joking. Do you think that McLean has tipped pitches?
Probably.
You need Carlos Beltran just for that, to tell you if you are or not. I tell you something.
If he is pitch tipping, I mean, that's why his ERA is ballooned this season. He's got to
That's
stop
fixable.
that. But I mean, how is he tipping is the question, since I haven't watched a Met game for a couple of weeks since the two in the Subway Series.
Do you think there's generally one pitch you tip? Like I remember, I forget who it was, Familia or someone, where when he was throwing the changeup, the glove was wide open. When he was throwing the fastball, the glove was closed, and they saw it. It was only that one pitch, but big difference knowing when the fastball's coming. I wonder if he's tipping just one pitch, that he grips the ball a little, or he starts gripping it in the glove. They actually see the glove move, where you just have
the sweeper.
Could be. That could be. That could be. Because all of a sudden, no one's swinging. All of a sudden, nobody's swinging at it.
Or in Pearson's case, I mean, instead of fixing that mechanic, McLean's doubling down on leaving it as is.
Could be. Now, do you think Mania has earned a start now?
I would give him a start.
Me too.
Next year, under one condition: take the rest of the year off and get under that knife.
So you wouldn't give him a start this year?
No, I want him under that knife and get those loose bodies taken out.
William, that's a great point. McLean's probably repeating pitching sequences: fastball, curve, fastball, slurve, or whatever it is. Yeah, that's a very good point, William. That could be it. Not mixing it up enough. That's a great point, actually. That could be too. You don't have to necessarily be tipping your pitches, but if they know what sequence you're going to, if you're always going to the sweeper 1 and 2, and that could be, he could have fell in love with that pitch. We'd have to see the pitch breakdown, but I agree with you. That's a good point, William.
And with Peterson, I still say he's trying to cover up an injury.
It certainly seems like it. When he always misses high and outside in the lefty batter's box, that seems like a hip problem, because that's what was happening when he hurt his hip originally. He couldn't follow through, and he was
21 when he hurt in 21 or in 23.
Yes, 23. He couldn't follow the hip through, so he's finishing here instead of here. That could be, but you would think they've seen that, right?
And instead of realizing it and shutting him down, they're doubling down, predominantly using him as a bulk arm.
I was a pitcher in semi-pro. In my opinion, his pitch clock has a lot to do with some of the pitches being odd. Oh, okay, Bayonet. Oh, wow.
Pitch clock.
The pitch clock has a lot to do with some of the pitches being odd. Maybe.
That's a possibility. But then again, we're not even know for next year, because there's already a Cold War breaking out between the Players Association and the owners over a hard salary cap.
Do you think there's going to be I don't think there's going to be a cap. They'll never go for it. They'll never play baseball again if there's a cap. The Players Union's the strongest union in sports. They will never go for a cap.
Even under the threat of never playing baseball ever again?
I think they have a big war chest, MLB. They've been waiting for this moment for a few years. Brooklyn, yeah. I played wiffle ball 73 to 76. Those were my salad years. I had the screwball.
I mean, in all honesty, there should, in my opinion, I don't care if the players go for it or not. There needs to be a salary cap to put a leash on the higher market squads.
Do you know what my thought was that I think would be great? Everybody has a 1-year contract. Do you know there would be very, very little movement if you had the max you could sign is a 1-year contract? There'd be very little movement. Think about it. Players Union wouldn't go for it.
I mean, you basically put the union under the gun.
Right. This union's so strong. They
Is there any form of corruption that we can find in it to break it?
I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say they'll miss 60 games next year. They'll come back probably in June.
I mean, they missed 20 games in 95?
Really? Cookie Rojas, second base, Kansas City. He was good.
I mean, seriously, they missed 18, 20 games of the 95 season or something?
I'm not sure. Cookie Rojas. He was good, Cookie Rojas.
I think if I remember, there was 144 games that
Was
year.
there?
So
well,
they
that you
missed
can live with. That's not a big deal.
So missing like 18, 20 games, that'd be all right.
Yeah. I think anything up to 40 is okay. You get 120 in, you're okay. Once you're going under there,
Yeah, like the bullshit that was the COVID season never should have been played.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I remember, I forget who it was on the Cardinals, but he made the catch at Citi Field and he tossed the ball to one of the cardboard cutouts in the outfield.
I thought that was at Busch Stadium in 20.
I think he did. I thought it was at Citi Field.
I could swear it was Busch Stadium.
Was it? That was pretty funny, actually. No play, no pay.
The 2020 season, everyone was confined to interleague games against their own their corresponding divisions. Which means the Cardinals couldn't have come to Citi Field that year.
I thought it was Citi Field. Okay, who could have been? Philly?
No. If it had been some like Wrigley or American Family Field, I could see that.
Maybe. I thought it was Citi. Obviously, I wasn't there. My cardboard cutout AI was there. But that was ridiculous. So they had the cardboard cutouts in the stands. So ridiculous.
And all because the whole plant got lied to by a sociopathic con artist just to get Trump out of the White House.
No, you're right. You're right.
The same guy who gave us an AIDS medicine that killed people killed more people than it saved.
They had a problem when he said the China virus. You know what? Then anyone that says we're going for Chinese food should get arrested. What's the difference?
True.
Oh, I know, Brooklyn. The prostitutes on Roosevelt Avenue. I have to tell you, I'm only about, when I bring my son to the garden, I either take him to Forest Hills for the Long Island Railroad, which is about 8 stops. Or if I take him to Woodside, 69th and Woodside, it's only 1 stop. I'd like 11 minutes right into Madison Square Garden. And Roosevelt is right over there. Where
Did you hear the president's going to attend Game 3?
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, if you brought Trump to New York and Mamdani stood next to him, they'd go for Mamdani. Not that I root for anybody to get hurt. I don't go for that.
Oh, you mean in terms of who they assassinate?
Yeah, but I don't go for any of that. Look, I have a 31-year-old son. Just because I don't agree with his politics, the kid shouldn't get hurt.
He's woke, isn't he?
My son, no. My son is Republican as you wouldn't believe, except for a 31-year-old kid in today's society going to college. No.
Heck, I'm more of a right-leaning independent. I mean,
Me too.
I ditched GOP after I saw how corrupt they were during the 2020 election. It wasn't until after the last set of midterms that I hopped to independent.
Well, I'll tell you something. I used to right, Brooklyn. You're absolutely right. Violence is not the answer. I had a sponsor on here. Believe it or not, when I started my channel 5 years ago, I used to have like 200 people in my chat. It was in MobTube. I don't know if you guys know about MobTube and all the bullshit that went on there. And I pulled myself out of it. And what happened was I had a sponsor giving me $50 a show. And he was a Republican. And I said, oh, please, the Republicans are all pro-life too until the Gumat gets pregnant. See if he doesn't want an abortion for his girlfriend. If he's the Republican senator, he wouldn't. I said, I'm telling the truth. See, I don't do this to make money. A lot of people have to be politically correct on here.
I don't either.
I don't do it to make money.
I'm not in this to make. I may be in it to make cash, but
yeah, I'd like to.
The way I talk on this and go balls to the wall against the left. Heck, I even had one of my videos taken down in 21.
Did you really?
Yeah, you want to know what happened?
Sure.
Okay, it was when the Knicks were in the playoffs for that postseason. And they stupidly announced that if the Knicks got past round 1 against Atlanta that year, any round after that, they were only going to allow anyone who got the COVID vaccine in. I was like, you fucking idiots, buying into a lie pushed by a leftist psychopath doctor. Now, granted, I didn't know he was responsible for the amount of deaths during the AIDS crisis either. But having said that, when I went off saying, and you guys are idiots for alienating your entire fan base like that, I was at the point of, like, you know what? I may be a Knicks fan, but this may be the one case where I'm going to say, I hope you guys lose.
Well, I used to love, it's a woman's choice, but if she doesn't get a COVID vaccination, you'll fire her. So it's a woman's choice to give birth. But if she doesn't want a vaccination, you'll fire her if she doesn't get it. How ridiculous. Just hearing that, how ridiculous.
And YouTube hit that video with a misinformation strike, and I had to take it down. And I couldn't post anything for a week.
Really? No, no, I'm fortunate. I've never really been struck here. I've never really hurt anybody. And I'm pretty fair. But, no, the pandemic was very, very touchy.
I'm just saying that's what happened to me in 21.
Do you think YouTube has become a little less strict since then now?
I don't know. I mean, but it was because of that video I tried experimenting with Rumble for a bit.
Yeah, a lot of people told me about Rumble. They used it. Do you ever follow the Twitter like Will Salmon and all the beat writers and stuff?
No.
My son does that a lot.
Bases loaded, 2 out in Houston. Paredes up against Uribe. 0-2 count.
What's the score?
4 each.
So 3:05 is Mets starting time tomorrow, or is that the festivities?
Festivities.
So 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
4:20.
4:20, 4:30 at worst.
Okay.
But I'm going to be on call tomorrow night for the final game of the West Final.
Oh, okay.
The refs will be under the gun tomorrow night. Because anytime they play a game in the Paycom Center, what happens? It always seems like the refs are in the Thunder's pocket.
Who's going to win? Who are the Knicks going to face?
I'm hoping San Antonio, because at least they're a little more beatable.
But who do you think it'll be?
If the refs have their way, it'll be the Thunder.
Yeah. That's what you have to watch.
Yeah, especially when you consider that Shea is a notorious flopper. And he wants to... And that's the only reason he has those 2 MVPs. He's an effing flopper.
I think you have to watch that, definitely. You know that Oklahoma City is going to get all the calls.
Unless you can put the refs under a gun.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers I remember Kenny Rogers when he was with Texas. Kenny Rogers was good. Not with
Never forgave Valentine for keeping Rogers in for that walk loss to Atlanta. And that was a Kenny Rogers at the tail end or past his prime.
What was it? What game was that? Do you know?
Game 6 of the 99 NLCS.
Game what?
6.
NLCS?
Of 99.
This is for my friend here.
The 3-2 pitch. Bring on the Yankees.
Doesn't it seem like we're always getting screwed?
Kind of.
Look at Bobby Valentine. And it's hard when you look out lighter. Then we'll look at this was one of the best to me.
Now the Giants down to their final
This
out.
was great.
But a confrontation about to ensue with Barry Bonds standing in against John
I
Franco.
had spoken to John Franco after this. He said I thought I walked him.
Choking up on the bat from the left side. Miller
I'm not walked him. I
3-2
thought it was a walk.
pitch. Oh, the inside corner, strike 3 called. The ball game is over. Franco strikes out Barry Bonds with a 3-2.
If the ABS system had been put into play, Franco would have been right that he walked Bonds.
That was some pitch.
About
Do you
to
think it was a
ensue
strike?
With Barry Bonds standing.
Bit too far in for me.
Let's see. We'll freeze
Bonds
it.
waiting, choking up on the bat from the left side.
Let's see.
Miller set to run. 3-2 pitch.
Yeah. It's right there.
Bit on the edge, but I think the ball leans more towards the outside.
You know what, though? It could have been called the ball. No one would have said anything. Look at the fans' reaction in the back.
Oh, the inside corner, strike 3 called. The ball game is over. Franco strikes out Barry.
That's incredible.
That'd be one of the
That
last.
would have been a strike.
And that was probably the last save Franco would ever get in his career.
I'm getting a little sick of Bruce Springsteen slamming Trump now.
You're not the only one.
Enough already with this scumbag.
Same thing with Oprah, Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus. F all those.
Although woke, yeah. I'll leave you with one last.
What was it? The 2015 league championship win? The home run record breaker from Murphy?
No.
The double play catch?
The what?
The double play catch?
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about by that catch, right?
Yeah.
I give up. Which clip is
Okay.
it?
We're putting it on. The good old days.
The Buckner ball?
Going out is Bell. Womack makes the play.
Oh, the Todd Pratt walk-off.
Vito.
He used to stick it up our ass too, Womack.
So the Todd
Manti,
Pratt
Scott
walk-off.
Manti, right?
So the Todd
I
Pratt
was
walk-off.
at this game.
Oh. I just moved down to North Carolina when this happened. I was about a month removed from the move.
And I thought he caught this ball.
Finley?
Yeah, take a look at this. Tell me if you didn't think.
Makes the play.
I thought he caught it.
Where were you
All right,
sitting?
Billy, thank you. Ramon
I was
Martinez
upstairs.
trying to
Nosebleed
give
section?
the Martinez
Yeah.
family a win here.
Most of the time I was
Red
at
Sox
I was in the mezzanine.
Yeah, I was up there.
Mostly
But-
because the school I was a part of would usually get
Top rack.
mezzanine seats.
But I thought this was caught. Not that one.
And a 53-footer for ball
That was
one.
like McLean. Look at Buck. How young.
2 outs. You're the 8th, so
Never
this will
could
be
get past the league championship, could he?
as long as that's hit well.
Pitcher knew. You see the pitcher?
Finley goes back.
Watch this. I thought he caught it.
He didn't
How
jump
could you
high
look at
enough.
your glove? Wouldn't you feel the ball go in your glove?
It's over. Todd Pratt.
When he looked in his glove, I thought he had it. Look at the pitcher, though. The pitcher knew.
Todd Pratt.
He swung his arm.
And a 53-footer for ball one.
The pitcher knew this was done.
Manti now. Working in his 3rd inning, came on with
The pitcher knew right away. Watch this stuff.
you're the 8th, so this will be.
Boom.
As long as, that's hit well to
He
center
didn't even
field.
look.
Finley goes back.
Not to mention he didn't do a high enough jump.
It's over. It's over. Tom Pratt.
No, we had some good stuff.
Wish you had the Bartolo homer.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
That was the call was great.
Gary or Howie's?
I forget whose call it was. I wish I had the call from the Padres announcer. That would have been good. Let's see.
It's probably going to be Gary's.
This was great.
Never thought he'd do it.
He drives one. Deep left field. Back goes Upton. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Bartolo has done it. The impossible has happened.
And they all rhythm by going in deep into the locker room as they
Team
vacate the
vacates the
dugout.
dugout as Bartolo takes the wall.
See, the Mets do have some good moments that we can find.
The only time he'd ever get one over that fence.
You're right, Gio. Musicians are becoming too woke now. You know why musicians are woke? I'll tell you why.
Indoctrination.
Because the people in all the grips and all the people that work behind the scenes are minority. And California, a lot of minorities there. The road crew, a lot of it.
Which is why most of the albums I own. Dang it. Those ain't it. Belong to this group.
What's that? Hold on. I'm
Skillet.
I'm getting a request here.
Almost all of them are Skillet albums.
The throw, he's safe. And now look at this. Davis and Ray Knight.
When was that? 88 or 86?
86 or 87.
Oh.
What do you got there?
Just a bunch of my Skillet albums.
Oh. Skillet?
They're a Christian rock band.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of my music shorts tonight will be for you. I'll have them up in about 20 minutes, everybody. So if you want to check them out, and we'll see what's up. So tomorrow, you working tomorrow?
No, I'm off on weekends normally.
Oh, good for you. So I will be on tomorrow. It's going to be a short one because I have plans, but right after the win, I'll be on for a short period.
Or loss.
Well, we're going to win. Thank you for coming on, my friend.
You too.
See you tomorrow. Everyone, the Mets win. The Mets win. The Mets win. The Mets win. It's like Reagan, right? Like they didn't turn the button off. The Mets win. We have a shot to actually win a series. A shot against the Marlins. Jesus. Imagine that. See you tomorrow, everybody.